friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you haven't been here before. I'm Erin. So for today's video, we're doing one of my favorite things. I love different Easter eggs that are in different movies. If you don't know what an Easter egg is, it's kind of like a hidden thing or a hidden meaning that is actually purposely put into a movie for you to see and kind of go, huh. Anyway, so for today's Easter egg movie, we are going to be doing the Harry Potter series, which, as you can see, I'm wearing my Harry Potter shirt. I am definitely a Harry Potter nerd. Love Harry Potter. Anyway, so for today, we're doing some Harry Potter Easter eggs. So, let's cue the Harry Potter music that I can't play because it's copyrighted. So we'll have to do some kind of mystical music. It's kind of like Harry Potter. But anyway, here we go. So, to start off with, as everybody knows, Dumbledore's office, it's very ornate. There are very ornate things there. Don't know if you've ever caught it before, but if you check out the door to Dumbledore's office, it's beautiful, it's ornate, and what is it? It is a griffin. Put that together, and what do you get? Gryffindor. That's right. Dumbledore's office door is a Gryffindor. Who knew? So the other thing that is definitely prevalent through all of the Harry Potter series is the number 7. Reason for that is that, according to the series, the number 7 is the most powerful number in all of magic. So here are some things that you can find in 7s throughout the Harry Potter series. Number 1, most people already know, there are 7 Horcruxes that are in the Harry Potter series. So in Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1, Harry's friends drink a Polyjuice potion and they turn into him. If you count the number of Harry Potters there are 7 Harry Potters. So there's another example of 7. Okay, so the next example of the number 7 is in Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, and that is when Barty Crouch Jr. is pretending to be Mad-Eye Moody. So he is keeping the real Mad-Eye Moody in 7 different chests with 7 different locks. So, yet again, another example of 7 in Harry Potter movies. So, if you check out Harry Potter's jersey number for the Quidditch team, it is, you guessed it, number 7. So in Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, on the chamber door itself, if you look, there are 7 different snakeheads. So the next place that we see the number 7 in the Harry Potter series actually has to go around the whole Weasley family. The name Weasley itself is made up of 7 letters. There are 7 children in the Weasley family. And also, Ginny, who is the only female child of the Weasleys, is the first female that was born in 7 generations, so because she is the 7th child. So, thought that was kind of interesting that the number 7 is so engrossed in the Weasley family itself. And then, of course, the last thing is, with Harry Potter, there are 7 books that make up the series. So, not really a movie Easter egg, but it is kind of like a book Easter egg. So, one of the things that Ron Weasley jokes about is that Voldemort is the one who has killed Moaning Myrtle. Well, Moaning Myrtle, in a roundabout way, was killed by Voldemort. If you think about it, Moaning Myrtle was killed by the Basilisk. And who was the Basilisk controlled by? Tom Riddle. And Tom Riddle is the one who turns into Voldemort. Okay, and speaking of Voldemort, in Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, about 25 minutes into the movie, if you're paying attention to the living paintings that are on the wall, there is actually a painting of Voldemort hanging out. I didn't know that, so I went back and looked, and there he is. So in Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, when Mr. Weasley is bringing Harry to go before the Ministry of Magic, they take a phone booth down. And if you pay close attention to the number he dials to get them to go to the Ministry of Magic, he dials 62442, which, if you're old like me and you used to have to text, there's letters that are associated with numbers, and you used to have to go through each one. In any event, the numbers and letters that match up for 62442, it spells out the word magic. So the next one I thought was kind of interesting when I was researching the different Easter eggs, and it has to do with the Deathly Hallows. So the Deathly Hallows actually showed up in one of the movies well before it was ever published in any of the books. In the movie Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, which came out in 2005, you can see a model of the Deathly Hallows in Dumbledore's office. And it is made up of the 3 different things that make up the Deathly Hallows, which is the circle that represents the Resurrection Stone, the triangle, which represents the Cloak of Invisibility, and then the straight line that goes through the middle, which represents the Elder Wand. And the Deathly Hallows themselves weren't seen in any of the books until 2007, so it kind of makes people think that maybe J.K. Rowling knew beforehand that she wanted to do it, and she kind of tipped in the movie crew as to what was going on, so that was just something that they kind of placed in the background as a foreshadowing for future movies. So speaking of movies and the books, another thing that I found that was pretty interesting was, as we all know, on the golden snitch it says, "I open at the close." Now, there could be several different meanings behind this, but one that was pointed out was that the last battle at Hogwarts takes place during 1998, which is actually when the first book in this series was released. So literally, she released the first book when it would have been what was the end of what was happening in the series. So I open at the close. So this next one I thought was definitely kind of a cute play on things. So in the first movie, when all the kids are on the train going to Hogwarts, the lady comes around with the cart that has the different sweets and treats and stuff for everybody, and Harry has money, so he buys Ron and himself all these different things, and one of the things that they buy are chocolate frogs. So with the chocolate frogs, of course, they come to life and they kind of go all over the place. And he opens up a chocolate frog, and it jumps up on the window and then kind of crawls out of the window and gets away from them. So this is one of the scenes in the first movie with the chocolate frog, and then we don't see that chocolate frog again until the last movie. And we don't see it again until Harry and Hermione and Ron's kids are on the train, and they are getting ready for their first year at Hogwarts. If you look, you can see the chocolate frog crawling on the window. So I thought that was kind of cute. So I'm down to my last 2 things. These 2 I thought were definitely really interesting. And the first one has to do with Patronuses. So each person has a different animal Patronus. And if you pay attention to Ron and Hermione's, it's kind of no mistake as to why they each have what they have. So Ron's Patronus is a Jack Russell Terrier. And with Jack Russell Terriers, they of course like to chase different things. Well, Hermione's Patronus is an otter. And actually, Jack Russell Terriers are known to chase otters. So it's kind of tongue-in-cheek. It's, if you think about it, so Ron's Patronus would chase after Hermione's Patronus, which, as we all know, Ron had a thing for Hermione, and they end up together, so it's no mistake that the 2 Patronuses are what they are. So the last one goes back to the very first movie, and it has to do with Snape and Harry's relationship. So Snape's very first message to Harry is, "What would I get if I added powdered root of asphodel to an infusion of wormwood?" And of course, Harry has no idea what the answer to this is. But if you look deeper into the meaning behind that line, an asphodel is a type of lily. and Harry Potter's mom's name was Lily. Asphodel also can have the meaning of my regret follows you to the grave. Wormwood is a symbol of bitter sorrow. So if you put the line together, essentially what Snape is saying is, I bitterly regret Lily's death, which toward the end of the series, we learn how much Snape actually loved Lily. So it's a sad one, but at the same time, I thought it was interesting. Alright guys, so that's it for the Harry Potter Easter eggs. If you like this movie, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. If you like this movie and you want to see more and you're not already subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. Have a great day guys. Bye.